Hi Dover in Year 4. We're going to continue having a look at Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Before we continue reading, we'll have a recap on what happened at the beginning of the book. Alice was sitting with her sister on a bank, pretty bored, until suddenly she saw a white rabbit running past her, and the rabbit was a bit strange. The rabbit had a watch and a waistcoat. She followed the rabbit, and the rabbit fell down a huge rabbit hole. The rabbit hole went on for ages and ages. Alice fell in behind him. When she finally got out of the rabbit hole, she ended up in a big hall. The strange thing about the hall was that there were doors all around the hall, but they were all locked. Alice then saw a little glass table and a tiny little golden key. She then lifted up the curtain and saw a small door behind the curtain. So she tried the little golden key and it worked. It unlocked the door. Now, before I continue reading, you've got a job to do. Remember we played the rumours game, where you had to think of a rumour that you might have heard about one of the characters that we were reading about? Well, I would like you to come up with a rumour based on what you think is going to be on the other side of this little door. What do you think's on the other side? Use that imagination. I heard that there is a white rabbit waiting to catch her in a net. It's a trap. I heard that there is a magic toy shop waiting for Alice to come and choose a toy. I heard that Alice has been sent on a secret mission to catch the white rabbit, and on the other side of the door is a giant forest where the white rabbit is hiding. There are a couple of examples of different rumours that you might make up about what you think is going to be on the other side of this little door. What do you think is waiting for Alice? You can pause the video here while you write down some of your rumours. Okay, now you've had a think about what might be on the other side of this door. Let's find out. Alice opened the door and found that it led into a small passage, not much larger than a rat hole. She knelt down and looked down the passage into the loveliest garden you ever saw. How she longed to get out of that dark hall and wander about amongst those beds of bright flowers and those cool fountains. But she could not even get her head through the doorway. And even if my head would go through, thought poor Alice, it would be of very little use without my shoulders. Oh, how I wish I could shut up like a telescope. I think I could, if I only knew how to begin. For, you see, so many out-of-the-way things had happened lately that Alice had begun to think that very few things indeed were really possible. There seemed to be no use in waiting by the little door. So she went back to the table, half hoping she might find another key on it, or, at any rate, a book of rules for shutting people up like telescopes. This time she found a little bottle on it. Which certainly was not here before, said Alice, and round the neck of the bottle was a paper label, with the words, "Drink me," beautifully printed on it in large letters. Now you have another task to do. On your piece of paper or in your learning book, I would like you to create a table. And in that table, I would like you to have 2 columns. One column, I would like you to write down different arguments that you can think of as to why Alice should drink the potion. In the second column, I would like you to write down arguments as to why you think Alice should not drink the potion. So for Alice drinking the potion and against Alice drinking the potion. Think of all the different ideas that you can and fill out your table. You can pause the video here while you complete that task. Okay, so you have had a think about whether you think Alice should drink the potion or should not drink the potion. So let's find out what happens. It was all very well to say drink me, but the wise little Alice was not going to do that in a hurry. No, I'll have a look first, she said, and see whether it's marked poison or not. For she had read several nice little histories about children who had got burnt and eaten up by wild beasts and other unpleasant things, all because they would not remember the simple rules their friends had taught them, such as that a red-hot poker will burn you if you hold it too long, and that if you cut your finger very deeply with a knife, it usually bleeds. And she had never forgotten that. If you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it is almost certain to disagree with you, sooner or later. However, this bottle was not marked poison, so Alice ventured to taste it, and finding it very nice, it had in fact a sort of mixed flavour of cherry tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, toffee, and hot buttered toast. She very soon finished it off. I'm going to stop reading there, boys and girls, and we will continue reading in the next video.